Hi grinders, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we are going to be talking about something I hear so often seen in our community. And that is when we have local servers, we are going to dominate. And now there is a lot of truth in this claim. However, I want to talk about this and if you are going to be a better Fortnite player with low ping or not. So the short answer is yes and no. So let me explain. So let's talk about yes, that you will be better on low ping. But there is one condition to this. Now I don't want to talk about the amount of solo wins or statistics or anything like that, as it's not the accurate way of measuring if you're getting better at Fortnite. What I want to talk about is this one condition. And this condition is, when you verse others on the same ping as you, how do you perform? Now, reason this is the condition is because on the same ping means you have the same advantage, the same everything, right? And of course I know there's PCs, you got a better PC, you got a better frame rate, you got a better monitor, I know all these things, but take that out of the equation for now. I'm just talking about that one thing. When you verse someone on the same ping as you, how do you perform? Now, look at the World Cup. There was all these content creators and everyone followed them, and they were looked at as the best of the best. But then out of nowhere, a guy named Booger dominates and wins. And remember, they're all on LAN and they all have the same systems and equal advantage. And that's not what you get when playing on the internet. As the internet is crazy ups and downs and can be a big winning advantage, as we know with our ping, our crazy high ping here in South Africa. And this is why I say, if you are doing well against individuals on your own ping, and those that challenge you, please remember that they need to challenge you and you beating them. It means you are getting better. You're getting better at the game. Now, low ping, right? So if we transition to low ping now, it's the same thing. So now you're gonna verse people with low ping. And if you're dominating and doing good on high ping against people with the same ping as you, on low ping you're going to do the same thing. The only difference of course will be that you're going to crank more, you're going to be faster, the game is going to be way more responsive, everything's just going to feel a whole lot better, so you will have more confidence to do what these pros are doing. And you know what, I know as a South African, I can say with the experience all of us have, when we play in low ping, we are going to say, how did we survive on playing on high ping for so long? Because the transition is going to be enormous. I know this, but it's not saying you're going to be better at the game going to low ping. Now let's move on to no. Why? No, you will not get better if you go on low ping. So take what I said above and reverse it, and you get your answer. And that answer is, if you're getting clapped by people on the same ping as you, and you struggle to do what others are doing on the same ping as you, you're not improving, and low ping won't help you. And this is why I want to end with these tips to help show you that getting better is an individual's drive to want to get better and improve at the game. The disadvantage of high ping versus your skill level are two different things. And like I know, you cannot always blame ping. And I don't want you going into the awesome world of low ping and still getting clapped and not improving. So maybe you have heard these tips before, but like they say, many hear ideas, but 1% use the ideas and become successful with it. So I want to encourage you that you're not just going to listen to it, but you're practically going to do these tips, and I promise you, you will see a huge improvement in your game in a week. And like I said, I promise you this. So yes, let's get into the tips. So there's 5. So tip number 1, always warm up in creative before you start playing solos. Duos or squads, spend at least 30 minutes. And if you can play only for 30 minutes on that day, I would advise you spend it in creative, building and honing your skills, because that is so much more effective for you as a Fortnite player and getting better at the game. Tip number 2, don't try and imitate your favorite streamer or content creator. Yes, watch them for inspiration and encouragement, but rather work on your arsenal piece by piece. And what I mean by this is that a house is built in an order. First the foundation, and then the building and roof and so on. And it's the same for Fortnite, as it has all these different mechanics. For example, building. before learning anything like 90s or this and that, like you see your favorite builders doing, first memorize your keybinds. So you know exactly where each piece is, as this will be foundational to perform more complex stuff. But so many under pressure forget their keybinds when the action is happening and they freeze. And I'm sure you can relate to this. When things get intense, you forget, you freeze and you die because your foundations is not right. So build foundationally, build the right way, because all pros did it this way. I can guarantee you that. Tip 3, find someone or a squad of people to go into creative to do 1v1s and box fights. This is a great way to improve tremendously, guys, and it will challenge you. And just, if they're clapping you, learn and clap them back, and then you know you're improving. It's a good measuring stick to see how you are improving. Tip 4, aim training and editing maps. I cannot stress this enough. In this mechanically demanding game as Fortnite, spend at least 10 to 15 minutes a day doing these maps, and you will see how much you improve in a week. I will leave down in below in the description some maps for aim training and just editing maps. Then the last tip, tip number 5. This is probably one of the main ones and overlooked things to get better at the game. And that is, don't freak out when fighting in Fortnite. Stay calm, relaxed, stay composed, because anxiety and stress fogs up your ability to think and perform correctly. And this is how so many die. Bad decision making because of stress and freaking out. So let me give you some help on how to not freak out. And this is why this is the last tip. All I can say is follow the previous tips. As when you grow in your confidence with your keybind, memorization, mechanics, aiming, awareness, you will naturally be composed in fights. And then, okay, lastly, bonus tip, guys. Get someone to coach you and watch your gameplays and watch you play to give you some feedback, because I can tell you now that you're doing a lot wrong but you don't notice it. And this is why professionals have coaches. All professionals have coaches, not amateurs, professionals. So you need to start now and get a coach, guys. But yes, to everybody watching this video, I really hope you enjoyed it and that you'll take what I'm sharing and implement it, and also understand where I'm coming from with regards to low ping and high ping and being better at the game. Of course, low ping is going to be awesome and you will improve and this and that, but to get really better at the game is putting ping one side and focusing on your mechanics, your skills, your aimings, and all those things to become a better Fortnite player. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe down below and hit the like button and notification button for more videos from me. And yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheers, guys.